From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch the skirt, the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike 20. Mike. 65.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Cut. 180. 53. Ready. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at the 20.
Shoot. Check. Fresno. Check three. Watch twist. Man, Eddie.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
22 jet bomber. Slam.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the edge. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
What's that? Mike, 28. Coming this way. Here we go.
On second down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
I'm scared. Tight end left. You got three down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Rush in. Bang, lady.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
You got it. You got him. You got him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. Hey, switch gears. Lady.
This is Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check 37. Ready? No. Off. Slam.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw is Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Bell. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hold on. Check. 57 for Mike. 57.
On first down, it's gone.
Let's go.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We go cut. 180. Mike. Hey, pick your game. 4 down. He's checking. 61. Match box right.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Goff. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Darnold. That's complete to Sharp. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
We're going to sign.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sign. 52, right 52. Let's go, Brian. You return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 41, Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go. Line 20.
Switch out. Check out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to trap the ball in another.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Goff throwing again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I'm here all day. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 11. 11.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now it's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
14.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come to my work. We want it. Come, Red 80.
and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Undercrush. Tighten up.
Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jets on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Got 180.
Here we go. Watch 89.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood. 80 weapons.
Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check tight.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that will be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he finds Seals Jones complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Darnold on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. Anunwa, the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown L.A. Brandon Cooks, 92 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry is Henderson, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming. Hey, lady. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Rams, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought it could I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they want. Got it on smash, I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damage. Every I can play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just giving me demo. Good shot. I got all the intangibles. Need a leash. I'm a beast. I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a